Hey guys, Rexasaur here and welcome back to Update Monday. Today on the 6th of May 2019. It's May, it's my birthday month. Everyone's very happy about that, especially me. Most people are born in May, figured out, just by the huge amount of birthdays I've had to celebrate this past week. But in any case, it's a new week. What happened last week? Well, I said I'd stream, that didn't happen. I was going to stream yesterday to be fair, and then things got out of hand in terms of I didn't. Lots of things have happened this week. I say lots of things, not very much so. Worked for 3 days, and then on Thursday I had to go to London to renew my identity card. It's a thing that French people do when they live abroad. They do it when they live in France as well, but it's much less complicated and doesn't involve actually going to London. But in this case I did. And that basically wasted my whole Thursday. Luckily, I also got Friday off because I took it off. So that was really nice to just enjoy my Friday. Didn't do much then. And then on Saturday, didn't do much then. That's a lie. On Saturday, we went to see Endgame for the second time. I went to see Endgame for the second time. I went with my brother and his girlfriend. And it was a lovely time. That film is wonderful. You go see it. I will not be spoiling anything in this video. Probably discuss it in a future video. Because I love that movie, it's so good. No. What else? So that was Saturday. Then I saw my girlfriend. And then Sunday, yesterday. So yesterday I was going to stream. I woke up pretty okay-ishly early. And I was like, I'm going to stream today. And then I was like, it's like 8 o'clock. I'll put on a D&D video from the D&D series that I watch. Because I need to catch up because I'm several months at this point behind. But they do one video a week, so I was like, I'll accumulate whatever, it doesn't matter. So I watched one of those whilst playing World of Tanks, and then watched another video, so that's already 6 hours of my day gone. So that happened, and then I was like, oh god, it's really late, let's go see what Tsunami's up to. Realised that he'd messaged me earlier in the morning, but my phone decided not to notify me of said message, which meant that that happened. So I played with him. He strong-handed me into buying Mordhau, which is lovely, by the way. It's a really fun little game. May stream it later today. Highly doubt it because it's me. So that's that. So Mordhau, very fun game, very similar to Chivalry Medieval Warfare, which I personally never played, but this seems like, for a game that's just recently released, seems really well polished and really just really visceral and lovely, especially with friends. And I think at the moment we've only played 3 different game modes. Oh, excuse me. We played 3 different game modes. We played the versus the AI, where the AI swarms in waves and then you kill them all. That was really, really fun. And then the second thing was a deathmatch, which was really, really fun. Loved. I think deathmatch by far at the moment is my favourite one. And then the next one we played was just capture the point kind of thing, which it's fun as well. But I feel like deathmatch is my favourite so far, just because of how completely chaotic it gets. So it's really, really fun. Really, really worth it. So there we go. What else? So, I've not really been playing anything else. I played some Apex Legends with Dragonheart last week, and then with Cucumber and Kahuli yesterday. That was a good time. I feel like the weekends is not the best time to play that game, because I feel like all the good players play on the weekends, and that's not just being like, oh, we want to kill noobs, but it's like you get consistently killed out of nowhere because of stupidity, and that's just because that happens. So I personally don't play weekends anymore. Well, that's a lie. I've just been playing weekends constantly, but I don't play weekends, and that's probably why I shouldn't play weekends. So that's that. It was a really fun play. I do enjoy that game. It's so easy to just slide back into, and then it's very, very simple, and I think that's what makes a game really, really strong, is this simplicity. It's just a shame that when we played with Dragonheart, we got really frustrated at each other, and that's just because of the games we were having were just not going our way at all, and so we just got really unlucky. It really wasn't great. But it was great playing, but then the frustration sort of team tense up, and then you lash out stupidly. But yeah, so hopefully we'll be able to play during the week instead. That might be a better shout out. So this morning, so this Update Monday is later than my usual Update Mondays coming out. I'm not entirely sure, it completely depends on everything. But basically, this morning I watched Game of Thrones, episode 4. Now, there's a lot of controversy on the internet regarding episode 3. I will give my opinion here, so if you haven't watched it, skip like a minute or something. I'm not going to put a timestamp, because I'm fucking lazy. I absolutely adored episode 3. I did not think it was a good scene. Like, the whole battle was like, it didn't really get me like riled up. There were some really nice cinematic moments. There were some really nice plot character development moments. And then obviously at the end, when, that happens, you can't say no. You gotta give her credit. You gotta give her credit where it's due. That whole character arc led to that moment. Now, I watched episode 4. What a fucking episode. What a fucking episode. Absolutely love that episode. So just keep watching. I honestly, at this point, I have no idea what's going to happen. And I like that. I kind of have an inkling of what I think may happen, but I highly doubt that's what's going to happen, because I suck at following plots in terms of thinking ahead. Like, when we found out that Jon was a Targaryen, that basically didn't happen. Like, I knew a lot of people were talking about it like seasons before we actually told in the show, and I was like, it's not gonna happen, is that possible? And then boom, it happened, and you're like, oh, okay, fair enough, these people I guess were onto something. Either way, it was a great episode. You should watch it. Now, on my other screen, I have a Dragonheart channel update video who does, I've only watched 30 seconds of it, and he does say, stealing my idea of Update Monday, I expect to get some revenue from this. No, I'm joking. So I haven't actually watched the episode yet, so we'll see. But it says Electrix, Apex, and Game of Thrones, so we'll see what happens. So going forward... Oh, that reminds me. Because it's my birthday, I decided to treat myself to many things this month, including these things here. So I bought myself... I play D&D, in case you don't know. And I decided to get myself some cards, which basically help me. So I've got some magic item cards, and I've also got 2 lots of the monster cards for challenge rating 0 to 5 and 6 to 16. Now, these are actually super helpful, and I would definitely recommend them for a medium player, other than the fact that this fucking box is absolute trash. I think they just forgot to put the sticky thing on the box itself. They just sort of made it and then put the card in, and were like, oops. Well, they weren't like, oops, because of it. Hey! It's so bad. It's so bad. But the cards themselves are absolutely gorgeous. So if I just take half of these here. These are all the magic items from the Dungeon Masters kit, which is fantastic, because I've already got it, and I just want... For me, I like things in front of me. Because I play online, I've got all the digital copies of the books, which means I need to go through each book on digital. I need to scroll down, need to type page numbers, need to take page references. Rather than if I was playing in real life, I would have the physical book with like bookmarks in them. That's how I used to play when I played my physical Warhammer 40,000 role playing. Now, having magic items. So, for example, let's just take the first one from this. This is a necklace of fireballs. So you've got a nice, lovely drawing, so you can have it in front of you, you know what it looks like, you know how you can describe it, and then on the back, you've got all the rules for it, which is fucking wonderful. It's got the rarity, which is very helpful for the Dungeon Master, because you know how valuable this item can be in terms of, do you want to just give it to your players when they're low level or high level, how many stuff. If you're a Dungeon Master, you'd understand that kind of, because there's different rarities. Obviously, the higher level you are, a rare when you're level 15 is kind of like a common to an extent. It's still pretty good. Gives you all the description of everything you need, and it also says what type of item it is. So this is a wondrous item, which means that it's nothing special, whereas this one is armor plate, which means it follows the characteristics of a plate armor. It's fantastic. Absolutely really good quality laminated card. They're beautiful, they're lovely, they're thick. I like my thick cards. And they're just really, really helpful, which means that I'm going to be using these mostly for my live games rather than my actual online games, but it's just really easy to just get them out in front of me. I'm probably still going to be using them for my live games, for my online games, sorry. I just need to close this box somehow. There we go. And then the monster cards are equally as fantastic. If I just open this up. This has turned into an unboxing video very quickly, even though I've already unboxed these. So, once again, these cardboard boxes are really shit, because I can't fucking open them. Help! Oh fuck, I'm gonna rip it as well. This is awkward. I wonder if Paul is going to just... Oh, there we go. So, other than failing at opening a box, you've got two different kinds of monsters. So this is the 0 to 5 challenge rating. So challenge rating, depending on the lower level, the easier the monster is to kill. So for example, you've got your Aarakocra, which is, so you've got a just picture of what they are, which is really helpful, once again, for describing them for DM. You've got the name down here. You've got the artist down there, which is very nice. Then on the back, you've got everything you need to know for Aarakocra. You've got its like size, type things, you've got its stat block, all its special rules, its weapon damage and stuff like that. And then at the bottom, the challenge rating, which allows you to know how challenging a monster is. So these are like the basic ones. So these obviously don't have a lot of rules, so they fit on just the normal playing card size thing. But then if you've got bigger monsters or more rules, so for example, this Yuan Ti here has a lot of rules for it, so it's got a bigger card, much bigger description you can go for, and then all the rules on the back. But once again, challenge rating 3 tells you the XP, tells you they're just really, really nice, and the fact that they're laminated cards is fantastic. So at the moment, so I got these. This isn't a sponsored video. I fucking wish it was. D&D sponsor me. I don't do any kind of D&D contact on this channel, but hey. But no, if you are interested in like DMing, or if you DM or whatever, definitely worth it. You can just go here for now. What was I going to say? But yeah, they're really, really helpful, really, really good quality. I got them from Amazon. They were like on sale as well, which was really, really nice. They're Prime Delivery eligible, so that was really good. But I feel like this is going to help me so much, because I have a lot of trouble as a DM looking at all the monsters and being like, what the fucking one do I pick? But having that means that I can literally just be like, okay, these are all the challenge 1, 2, and 3s. I'm just going to shuffle them. This is the monster you're going up against, kind of thing. I think that's how I'm going to be using them. Also, when they come up against enemies, I can just put it down on the floor without it on the table, without without it having to be on the screen and me having to scroll back between what's happening in the game and what's, the rules on the screen, which is going to be really, really helpful, especially because I need a lot of things up, because all my notes are on like the table, but also all the maps are on the screen and all that. But yeah, so definitely worth it. At the moment, we don't have challenge rating 17 and up for the monsters, which is annoying. And also it only includes the basic, so it's only the magic items from the DM's guide, and then only the monsters from the monster manual, and not from all the others, which is a bit annoying, but because especially since I like the new monsters more so than the other ones, but I guess we'll have to deal with that. But yeah, so that's my update Monday. It's just heading up to probably 15 minutes very shortly. So I at this point don't expect anything from me except Update Monday, which is my most regular series to date. Yeah, that's all I've got to say about that. Hope that you enjoy your week. Hope that you enjoy your bank holiday if you're in the UK or in Latvia. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Ta-ra now.